Please welcome Steve Preston. Time, Steve Preston.
Tick, 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 tick. Time. It just keeps on ticking. It's not like a clock. You can't take a battery out of it and make it stop. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, guests, have you ever thought that time is your enemy? I mean, it heralds continual change. It just keeps relentlessly rushing forward. Sometimes it's really hard to stop and take a breath. It really feels like an enemy. I've been thinking lately, thinking more about time. I think it might be something that marks the middle-age moments, because believe it or not, I'm middle-aged. Yeah, I know, it creeps up on you. But through that reflection, I've come to the realization that time is actually your ally. You know, if it wasn't for time, you wouldn't be who you are today. If it wasn't for time, living in the moment would be extremely boring. Nothing would change. In my reflections, and I think I am quite young in my head, most of you probably think the same. However, I reflect back and note that I've been through quite a lot. There have been lots of changes in my lifetime. I mean, since I've been born, man's gone to the moon. The PC that we have today, that was mere science fiction back then. Phones, my phone number was 4035, and it was a party line. Yeah, some of you will remember those. Today, you can phone anyone, anywhere in the world. You can even text them, video them, talk to them, and see them on a screen on your phone or on your computer. When I was at school, we had blackboard and chalk. Nowadays, my niece has just got an iPad that she connects into the school system and gets notes and stuff on. It's amazing. The internet has really taken off in that time. I had Encyclopedia Britannica that I had to rifle through to find any answers to the questions we had at school or do any of my essays. Now, Google it. Yeah, got it straight away. That has happened because of time. If it wasn't for time, I wouldn't have experienced all the things that I've been through. I wouldn't have the friends that I have today. I wouldn't have had lovers. I wouldn't have travelled the world. That's only happened because of time. Yeah, sure, it has its drawbacks. I mean, one of them is here. My hair's definitely drawn back. Another one, my memory. Don't have quite as good a memory as I used to have. For example, I missed this part of the speech when I delivered it the other day. My eyesight is not as strong. And as for my figure, manly, I used to be quite thin. In fact, my first job when I left school for 6 months was as a track jockey, believe it or not. I used to ride racehorses. You wouldn't expect that today. That's happened because of time. A bit of a drawback. However, it gives me an opportunity to learn. It gives me an opportunity to find a different meaning in life, to identify ways that I can change myself. And what about the future? If it wasn't for time, you wouldn't have a future. Jetpacks, 3D printers, these are things that are happening today. Telecommunication, what do you call it? When you're actually reading people's minds. Yeah, those things are being implemented today. In fact, in the future, all that could happen. I'm looking forward to things like jetting around in my jetpack, being able to time travel perhaps, walk through a door and come out in England, far faster than a plane. Those things, they could well happen, but only if we continue to have time, because that's what implements them. So, if you were one of the ones at the beginning when I asked the question, have you ever considered time as your enemy? You went, Yes. I hope I've changed your mind. I hope I've made you realise that time is actually your ally. It gives you the opportunity to live in the moment. It gives you the opportunity to be who you are. It gives you the opportunity to live every second to the fullest. Time is you. Embrace it. Tick, 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 tick.